What happened then?
Then it started.
So how did it start then?
His gang. But first of all, they call themselves 7 Up. There's only 6 of them since the last gang war, which we got interviewed about again, so that's why. His gang was on our turf, so we came up to them and confronted them. Normally in this sort of situation they would probably back down, but they've just got a new boss on the block, and he thinks he's hard ass, so we taught him a lesson. So we had about, must have been at least 3 hours fist fight, no shorter, and he got me.
What did he do to you?
Shot me in the ass. And I was on the floor. What do you expect a guy to do when he's been shot in the ass? Some people may say you get back up, you go fight. Not when you get shot by a lugger in the ass. How he got the lugger, I do not know. But he had a lugger. Alright, when you get shot in the ass by a lugger, it's gonna hurt. This was a point blank range. So I was down. My gang fled, and then I fell unconscious.
Yeah, it just happened, you know. Things like this do. He started coming up to me, you know, he's not a big man, you know. So I hit him, you know. Fight went on for at least 4 hours, you know. Proper brutal. I was bleeding all down my face, but in the end I got him. I got him with a shooter, you know.
How did it start? How did it?
Well, you know, it was our gang and his gang, you know, both together, yeah. My gang ran off, like the push shells they are. So did his, but theirs ran slower because they're fatter than mine are, you know. Yeah. And it was just me and him. And we knew we had to do something about it. To be honest, I wasn't really in the mood, I had a bit of a cold, you know. You know what I mean? But he came up to me, yeah, with a pool cue, yeah. And he started having a go at me, yeah. So I pushed him over and started beating him with the back, you know. And then he fell on the floor, I shot him in the arse and he started crying. Proper crying. I'm an hard man, me, you know. I took him out. Yeah.
So, what did you see exactly?
Not a lot, to be honest. It was took about 3 seconds to fight. You couldn't even really call it a fight. It's just like a happy slap, really. The short fella, he slapped the tall one in the face. This tall guy didn't like that much. Kicked the little one over, like proper hard. Put him onto his face, right? He's like that, and he's like crying, like well, I won't make the noise he made when he cried. But then the tall guy pulled a pistol. It could have been a fucking BB gun for all I know. But he shot me in the arse and there was blood and everything. And then he cried like a child after being shot in the arse. Now who cries like a child when you've been shot in the arse, right? But being shot in the arse, yeah, he just got shot in the arse, that's all. It wasn't even a punch up, you can't even call it that.
Well, we heard different stories.
From who?
Both members of the battle.
Of course they big it up, they think they're gangsters, don't they?
It was brutal, apparently.
Brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
No. What if they've been like? What kind of punch-ups are they been in, mate? Nothing. Right. He slapped him round the face like a fucking woman, and then he got shot in the arse. Plainly a tit at least.
Well, we haven't heard that. Would you testify to that statement?
Yeah, of course.
So you're saying it was not
Why?
even a punch-up?
Why did he die from the shot in the arse? Is that how much of a pussy he was?
No, he's still alive. He went to intensive care because
Intensive care because he got shot in the arse.
he was so hysteric after the being shot.
Right. Well, we are testifying.
Well, that's all we need to know. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
What do you got?
Yeah.
So, where have you been in many fights like this?
Yeah, loads. At least 30 of them, yeah. They're common, you know, massive fist fights. I get them every day, you know, every day. Go down to the pub, there's one there, you know. Go to my house, there's one there, yeah. Yeah, I'll get them in a lot, yeah.
Was this particularly brutal? You said about nosebleeding. We have other.
Yeah.
We also have one report about it not being so brutal.
Oh no, believe me. Whoever that report was, he must not have been very close to the action. But believe me, this was a brutal fight. Most brutal I've ever been in, you know? Yeah. It was proper blood, you know, I shot him in the arse. Yeah? And he claims he won. Who's the one with a shot arse? I ain't got a shot arse, I'm fine. You know? I won that fight. It was brutal. That shows how much of an old man I am.
Did you need the toilet straight after the battle?
That was unrelated. I needed the toilet during the battle, and afterwards I happened to be caught short a little bit, that's all.
So, you've been in many gang battles like this before?
Once before. That was pretty brutal. It started off as a normal argument, and then they pulled out a little blade, a flip knife. We had a homemade gun. You pull the band back, little square, catch a bullet, shoot it, get you in the head. You got serious problems. And we won. I came out with a migraine. Just afterwards, my GP brought it down to stress. I'm not sure if it was due to the punch to my head or the stress. We haven't ever before that been in a confrontation since we were a new gang on the block.
So was this previous battle a brutal one?
Yes. It was the most brutal I've ever been involved in. As I said, I've had a wide range of battles. It was tough, getting shot in the ass, but I braved it through. Any footage you may have seen is a complete lie. So, who are you gonna trust? Some stupid witness or the guy who's actually in the fight? Ask yourselves that.